YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Q from Next Level Reefing, and I'm back with another video. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for all the love and support. I sure do appreciate it. And with that being said, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell so you can be notified of every video that I drop, which is every single Friday. All right, so let's dive into it, people. So in this week's episode, I'm just going to give a quick and brief update of what's going on with the 180-gallon Waterbox Peninsula Dream Tank. And for those of you that have been rocking with me since day one or have watched my previous video from last week, you already know what time it is. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, make sure you do so that way you're not confused of what's going on currently. And I also did you guys a favor, so if you go to the home page, go into the playlist, it has every single episode to get you guys caught up to this current video. Now again, so for those of you that have been rocking with me and saw last week's video, and if you watched the intro, you know what time it is. There is fish in the Dream Tank, or I should say back in the Dream Tank. So 2 days ago was the final day of the Dream Tank going through its cycle of getting rid of ick in the tank. Now unfortunately, not all of the fish that I had in quarantine when ick had first started have made it back to the tank. So if you see in the video now, there's not that many fish left, but there are some fish there. So I'm still happy and excited for that. But it is sad that not all the fish made it through that crazy ick little thing. And I know I said in last week's video that I was going to wait till September 8th to put all the fish back into the tank, but I was a little antsy, so I went in a couple of days early. And so far so good, y'all. All the fish seem to be eating and loving the tank. Some of the fish seems like they remember their place when they went out of the tank before quarantine. So some of them have went back into their little areas where they felt comfortable and safe. And for right now, the only fish that I'm kind of keeping my eye on at the moment is the Bella goby. I don't know if I got a couple of shots. Yeah, I got a couple of shots here where you can see Bella at the right hand corner at the top. Instead of it sifting the sand, it spends the majority of its time up on like the water level. I don't know why, but it's been doing that. And even the Bella goby that I had before would spend most of its time up at the top instead of doing its job and sifting the sand. Like I have seen it sift the sand periodically, and if you follow me on Instagram, which I encourage you to do so, I got a video of him or her sifting the sand, but very, very brief, and it's very rare that I see her sifting the sand. So when I saw it sifting, I was like, let me go ahead and record this and document this real quick, because I don't know if the next chance I'm gonna see this thing sifting the sand. And I don't know if you guys can tell within the video right now, but there's a lot of algae buildup within the tank. So I bought another abiding citizen, but I'm also keeping an eye on it, which is the lawnmower blenny. I haven't seen it eat the algae. When I went to my LFS, they said that's one of the top algae eaters that you can get other than tangs and I think peppermint shrimp, or there's some other ones. But they said that was kind of like one of the good ones that would eat it, but I haven't seen them eat it. And I can't really tell if it's the algae's going away because it's just so much algae. And I don't know if you guys saw on my last video, but with the algae that was built up in the sump and I had to clean it out, yeah, you can only imagine. So now as far as the tangs that I have left, which is the purple tang and the orange shoulder tang, they seem to be getting along just fine so far, and I hope that's going to extend when I add the other tangs that I previously had back in there, which is going to be the blue hippo tang, the powder blue, for right now. So I'm hoping that energy stays the same, but we all know, there's always aggression when it deals with tangs. Oh, and the yellow tang. One thing that I'm going to try to change up and see if it makes a difference is definitely quarantining the fish, because I don't want that mishap to happen, even though, like I said before, it's always going to have something going on or wrong within the saltwater reef tank. But I'm hoping at least this one will minimize the headache that goes towards fish, especially dealing with tangs and ick. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to quarantine the fish, whatever fish that I'm going to get, for 14 days, and I'm going to treat them with Cooperman and Pro. I also feel that when having a quarantine tank, especially because of the smaller size of the tank, you can keep a closer eye on the fish and check to see if they have any parasites, make sure they're eating properly, make sure they're not having to fight to get to the food, making sure that they're healthy before entering the big dream tank. And there you have it, guys. Like I said, this time again, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. This was just a quick update and let you guys know, as promised, that the fish is now back into the dream tank. But I would like some feedback from you guys. So if you could, in the comments, let me know, if you had a 180-gallon Peninsula tank, which type of fish would you want to put into your tank? And once again, I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for the love and the feedback. And I'll see you on the next one.